Welcome to Best Most. I'm your host, Jose Jogo Gonzalez. This is the podcast where we ask the questions, what is the best or what is the most? For example, we ask questions like, what is the best song that realistically depicts the feeling of happiness? Or, who is the most devious character in a film? Before each episode, I ask our online community a question that our guests had chosen as our topic. I then go over the community answers with our guests, and we also discuss our own answers. You can check out and answer the questions on the best.most.pod Instagram page. Join the conversation. Today's guest is not only a phenomenal singer and songwriter, he is also a great guy. He filled in on bass and back vocals for some of my old band's final shows. His band also played our final show, which truly meant a lot to me. Sam, you're super talented, and I am very excited for your new record, After the Dream, Before the Memories. Welcome to Best Most, Sam Slick.
Jose, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be part of Best Most. We're gonna have a fun episode right here. I've been having a great time listening to the show as it's been coming out, and happy to be a small part of the history right here.
Oh man, it's good to have you, and I'm really excited about the show. Today we answer the question: what is a song most likely to make you drive faster? Sam Slick, you chose this question. Why did you choose this question?
Well, I wanted to have this one be a little bit more open-ended. Sometimes it's easy to have one that's like pretty strict definition of like, oh, well, this song, well, I just picked like movie theme songs. So it's kind of clear, like it's a song that's part of this movie or whatever. This one's a little bit more open to interpretation and people's reasonings for picking it. So I want to hear people's motivations and why this song is the one that makes them drive too fast.
Heck yeah, man. So let's go into your community picks. What do you got?
All right. I'm going to start. My friend Paul Shin sent a good one here. He said, he got a speeding ticket to Smashing Pumpkins' Rocket once. If you know, you're a Smashing Pumpkins guy, obviously, you know Rocket. Yeah, that's a great one. When that comes in, yeah, I can see that. I can see that leading to a speeding ticket. It's not the fastest song, but like, I don't know. It's got this power when it comes on. You're like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I can see that happening to myself too. You
got some good energy?
Got a speeding ticket to Smashing Pumpkins yet in your driving career?
Not yet. You know, something to look forward to, I guess, in the hopefully far future. But yeah, not yet.
Well, when you do, just know that you're not the only one. It happens out there. Another one also from Paul Shin here said his go-to would be Mad Mike with the song Planet X is better. I have to look this one up because I was not familiar, and it sounds like I think it came out like 1992. It's some very like ravey techno. It is great. It's definitely of a time and place, but if that time and place is when you're driving, I can see how that's going to make you go a lot faster. If you like, it just I don't know. It sounds like a song you can really lock into and like get down with, and you know, press that pedal a little bit lower there.
Oh yeah, so Sam actually played the song a little before we started recording, just so he can kind of like get the idea. And yeah, very techno-y. And it kind of reminded me of this one time I was in this car with a bunch of friends. I didn't know the driver at all, but they called him Pony. And like we were going crazy fast on the freeway, swerving around different cars, listening to techno as well. And then I think at one point this guy was going so fast and he had to hit his brakes to not hit this car in front of us. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking die tonight. Holy shit. to techno, what the fuck? I kid you not. It was like a size 7 shoe just away from hitting this fucking car. Yeah, techno.
It'll make you drive faster. I get it. It's not usually my music of choice, but when the mood strikes, yeah, I can definitely see how that would work. Yeah, great choice there from Paul. I'm going to go, next one's from my keyboard player, my bandmate, Hannes. He picked Synchronicity 1, which is the first track off the Police album there. It comes in, it's like really beeping and booping on the keys there, and totally a driving song. So I can see how that one, as the song picks up, so does the speed a little bit. It's really a good builder there. So I hear him on that choice.
Cool.
You mess with the Police much?
I do, but not not a whole lot. I mean, I had a one of my friends saw Aridondo, who's in Corey Diablo. Check him
Mhm.
out. He's a drummer, and he was like really a big Stuart Copeland fan. Um, so I listened to a few of their songs. I like some of their stuff. I think I even seen them at Dodger Stadium once. Foo Fighters opened for them, and I went with someone who really liked the Police. So yeah,
Yeah.
really good. They put on a good show.
Nice. That's really cool. I never was like, oh, I'm a huge fan, but I do love like that first record of theirs is more like reggae and like kind of punky at some points, like they were just a trio, when they started off. I mean, they're trio throughout, but the music itself wasn't like too thickly arranged. I think as they went on, like they got
Yeah.
to Synchronicity, they added a lot of like keys and like a lot more layers there. So it got some really cool sounds at that point. But yeah, mostly like what drew me to them was the early stuff there when they're just like a raw trio with like incredible drumming there, and obviously everybody was master at what they played.
Well, even you, I mean, you're a bassist too, right? So
Mm.
Sting with these crazy bass lines,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and then singing full vocal, like, yeah, lead vocals, like, holy shit, dude.
yeah. He's really got this incredible blend of like being able. He's a great singer and great bassist, and doing both at the same time is like next to impossible.
Yeah,
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 big respect for him. Can't say I really care much for the solo stuff, but the stuff with the police, I gotta at least respect it. Yeah.
yeah. Sting, master of tantric lovemaking as well. I heard. Uh, also, did you ever see that one clip on? I think it's like on like online, and it's like this one award, I guess, thing for the police. I think Jose Feliciano singing "Every Step You Take." Um, and he's like doing his thing, and it looks like Sting's having like a complete stroke or heart attack. Just watching this like performance, he's just like, go, like holy
Oh
shit.
no, is he like terrified? Was it like not? He wasn't taking it well.
Yeah, I think so. Because like Jose Feliciano has a very distinct like style. Like
Oh yeah.
you've heard that, right?
Oh, I love the stuff. Yeah.
So like I think it just didn't mesh well. I think as well with every step you take.
I
So I
don't
think
know.
Sting was just like, oh shit, what's happening?
Was he just confront? Was he just confronting like he had to focus now on the lyrics and about like how creepy it is? I know that's kind of the point of it, but like
Yeah.
it's the classic like pop song thing where if you put it in a different context, the lyrics sound even creepier than like they are just in the original pop way you put them, right?
He's like, wait, am I singing this?
Yeah,
These are the lyrics I'm singing? Holy shit, am I
I've been
creep?
saying this for 40 years.
Yeah. He's like, I'm the problem.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All right. Next response I got here, we got my friend Renee said "Sabotage" by the Beastie Boys. Great choice. Yeah,
Oh
comes in
yeah.
there, kicks in strong. It has that like there's that little bass break somewhere in the middle there. Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that song, even in that bass break, it doesn't like relent. Like
yes.
it just drives the whole time. Oh dude, I love that song.
It also helps having the vocals be like at a 10 the whole time. Like they're not
Shit.
like they're not doing dynamics in this song. The only dynamic is just loud the whole time. Which is great
Yeah,
for
yeah.
driving as fast as you can. So yeah, excellent choice in that one.
Such a good song, man. Like that song is like a driver in any like anytime you listen to it. Once it goes on, it just pops off. You're like, ah.
Definitely works for that too. All right, another response I got. My drummer Dan, hey Dan, hello. He said Swerve Driver's song "Son of a Mustang Ford," and that one, yeah, that song is pretty. It hits pretty hard. I can definitely get behind blasting that behind the wheel. Are you a Swerve Driver guy?
Uh I as far as like the song, do I know the song or like do I just swerve in general?
In general, I mean, yeah, you can do both. You can do both. A Swerve Driver, I don't know them super well. I know they're like shoegazy
Oh, okay,
legends
okay,
there
okay.
overall,
Uh,
right?
so I never heard of Swerve Driver. I got to check them out. Another band. But I do like shoegazy kind of bands. Yeah, I'll check it out. But do I swerve? Yeah, here and there.
Yeah, yeah, good soundtrack for it. It's a good combination.
Sorry, Dan. By the way, I haven't talked to Dan a whole lot, but I feel like Dan and I are on the same like frequency a lot of times with music.
I
A lot of his posts on Instagram, I'm like, oh, dude, he just hit the mark.
Yeah, that's who he is. We connected. I mean, obviously we're in a band together, so yeah, we definitely have a lot of tastes in common, but he will pull out like some deep cuts and like he just has like a really great broad knowledge of music in general. Definitely on the same I like to be on that wavelength when I can, you know. I need to I feel like I know a lot about music, but Dan knows like 10 times as much, you know, volume-wise and yeah, just really really tuned in there. So, it's cool that you can see that a little bit too, you know, from his
For sure.
posts. And that's what I got from my responses there. I got a lot from my own, but let's go what did you get from the community for this one?
So I got so David Antonio Garcia, he chose Do It Faster by Military Gun. He said definitely gets the blood going and hypes you up. I
Uh,
haven't heard that song. Have you heard that song?
no, same. I don't know Military Gun.
Cool. Another one to add to the list, right?
Yeah.
And then Veronica, my sister, she chose the Speed Racer theme.
Oh, yes. Yes. Great choice. Great choice. Yeah. The animated, like the original cartoon version.
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Did you ever see the movie, the live action film?
Only once. It's so weird. I like that it's gotten like I don't know. I feel like I keep hearing it's getting like reappraised as being like I don't know, kind of ahead of its time, and that's why I
Hmm.
didn't catch on. I thought it was just kind of strange, and the acting was really disconnected. But I don't know. I'm not like really a critic or anything. It just wasn't for me. I don't know. I liked. It felt like a video game. Like it looked like you know, more green screen than anything. But it was fun. I had a fun time watching it. Are you a fan of the
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of funny was I heard uh, a podcast about the movie, and I was like kind of curious to rewatch it. So I believe on a flight, I rewatched it. Um, and I don't know, man. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it as far as like the performances. Like everyone seemed to know, that they're in that kind of movie, and
Yeah.
yet still kind of like did well. I would say the only person that I felt kind of like dropped the ball was Emil Hirsch as Speed Racer, because like you have like fucking what's his name, John Goodman as Pops. You have Susan Sarandon as the mother. You have Emil Hirsch, and he's like this, like he's the main guy, and you're like, I don't know, man.
I
I
always
don't know.
pictured Speed Racer being a little bit lankier than Emil Hirsch. That's my like one critique I remember being like, I don't know, he should have been more like string beanie, you know, person that they
Yeah.
cast for him. But I think he did fine, but I'd have to go back and rewatch it. It's been a few years now at this point.
Visually though, great movie, I think. Uh, and again, I'm not trying to shit on Emil Hirsch. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah.
What's that movie? Into the Wild? Is that what it's called? The one where
Yeah.
yeah,
That's him, right?
good
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, go check that movie out. But yeah, so Emil Hirsch, if you ever listen to Best Most, we're not shitting on you. You're great.
Come on the pod.
Uh, yeah, right. So Rudy Corona chose Radar Love by Golden Earring.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent choice.
Hits the spot. Oh my god. Um, that song reminds me of my stepdad. So my stepdad, we would like I want to say like Saturday or Sunday, we'd get in this big ass truck that he had, um, and he would just throw on KLOS, and like songs like Radar Love would just pop on, and I'd be like, dude, this is like the best. So yeah, totally good memories of that song.
I'm a big fan. I need to check out more of their music, but Golden Earring, they also have their song The Twilight Zone, just absolutely rips. I should have chosen that
Oh
actually for my
yeah,
driving song, but like, yeah, come on. It's so good. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of cheesy. They're both that and Radar Love, kind of cheesy in some ways,
yeah,
but like also like undeniable. Just too good. Too good, especially when you're behind the wheel and, you know. Yeah.
yeah. I'd say like Twilight Zone is a really good song. It's very chill, isn't it? Like Twilight Zone,
Oh yeah, the
right?
big chorus there. But it's got like this
Yeah.
like driving bass line there. It's a really cool little lick that's going on there, like played with a pick for sure. And yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's a good one.
Cool, cool.
Revisit it
Uh,
sometime.
Jason Chavez chose "Foreplay," a long time by Boston. Makes you feel like a vintage '70s fighter pilot.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
song is that?
you don't know that one? Oh,
Like, can you sing a little? I mean, not sing it, but like,
it's like no, let me see. I keep going to like more of the feeling, and this one's got so much more going for it. Like this one has a build that goes on longer. There's more
mhm.
longer of an instrumental section there. Production's pristine, like it's so incredibly 70s in the best way, you know.
I know I've heard it because I mean I went to go see Boston a long time ago with a bunch of really good bands. I think like Toto was there and all that stuff too. But
Nice.
cool, cool. But I'm gonna like right away after the show, I'm gonna listen to it. Um, SoCal basis, he chose most System of a Down songs, but but something aggressive like Streamline.
Yeah, System of a Down definitely has that energy that will push you a little bit faster there.
Oh heck yeah, man! And that guy Surge's voice is like pretty nuts.
Yeah, almost like I don't know, operatic in some ways. You know, his approach to singing, which is pretty impressive. You know, this very also very fast and percussive ways that he approaches it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they had a cool sound going there.
Yes. It was also those like harmonies are really, really like just catchy too.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Rosa chose a lot of songs by Yeah Yeah Yeahs, like Heads Will Roll
Mm.
or Gold Lion.
Goal line's a fun one. I can definitely see heads a roll. That one's a little bit faster there. Definitely push
Yeah.
you a little faster too. You ever seen them live?
A few times. I'd
Yeah,
say
okay.
like maybe 3 or 4 times. But yeah, so
That's
good.
I saw him once, but it was at a theater and it was like seated, so it wasn't really ideal.
Was it recently? Fairly recently?
No, this was like when like It's Blitz came out, so a long time back at this point. It was fun. I mean, like they sounded good, they put on a good show, but I was like, I want to be like standing up and closer
Yeah.
than this instead of like up in a balcony watching from a distance, relax in a seat or whatever. Just didn't have like the show was too energetic for the setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we had seen him fairly because both my wife and I are fans, and we had seen him fairly recently. I forgot what theater it was, but it was a seated show too, and they're
Yeah.
doing kind of more chiller kind of versions of the songs,
Okay.
which was cool. It was cool. Some dude just like kept burping the whole time, so that was horrible because it
What?
smelled really bad. But
Gross.
yeah, um, outside of that, we've seen him at FYF Fest as well too, which was a
Oh
really
yeah.
fun environment. Yeah, really cool, really cool. But yeah, I fucking love Carano, and like all those guys are great. I mean, yeah, the guitarist is just like for one guy, he just has such a huge sound, and the drummer's so fucking great too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
So let's see, those are my community picks. Let's go into your answer. What is the song that would most likely make you drive faster, Sam Slick?
Ooh. I mean, I picked this question, but I have a hard time having like a one single answer for this one. It's tough. It's tough. It kind of depends on a couple things. So when I'm driving, if I'm driving alone, then I'm gonna go for something that's like like the music is driving as well. It's gonna be like drums and bass locked in there, good groove. Usually at this point, I'll go for something maybe like something by Morphine, something that builds up where it's just like drums and bass are like pushing the music instrumentally. Um, Sometimes I'll go for something a little bit more chaotic or like proggy. Like I don't listen to like a ton of heavy stuff. Like usually I'm like more like, I don't know, generally rock and roll or Americana type sounds is what I listen to the most. But driving, that's when I'll listen to like heavier stuff or more rock stuff. The other day I was listening to a band that was newer to me, Engine de Poitrine. They're this like French Canadian band. It's just like this instrumental duo, and it is great. Like I guess there's like a little bit of vocals, but mostly instrumental. It was cool. It's just like very riff driven, like very chaotic sound. Yeah, very tight, very driving drums behind them. So I've been listening to their stuff driving a lot, and definitely driving a little faster because of it. You ever listen to them? Have you heard them before yet?
I haven't. I haven't.
They're this duo. I saw them, I think it was like a month ago or so. I mean, by the time this comes out, a few months back, but it was, there's a duo and they dress up in these like wild costumes. Like they're like covered like head to toe in polka dots. And it's just two people, like a guy on guitar and a guy on drums. And they both have these like giant, like paper mache mask helmet type things that like look impossible to play music in, let
Yeah.
alone like really kinetic, fast instrumental music. So I don't know how they do it. I'm impressed. Music's fun too.
I got to check out some YouTube videos for sure.
Yeah, they did like a KEXP that like kind of blew up, and now they're like, I don't know, booking world tours and stuff. But a lot of fun. Really, like, I don't know. So I was reading like it's kind of mathy, but I don't really listen to much like math rock. This one just sounds more fun to me. I don't know, more joy in it. Long answer, kind of going around on that for my
No worries.
when I'm driving alone. Usually it'd be something like a little heavier, weirder. I also say Morphine, like they're a great band that was out of Boston in the '90s, and it's just drums, bass, and saxophone. Usually is the arrangements on their songs. So I don't know, they have this low sound, and the faster songs I'd say are pretty good for driving too. But they just get a good groove going every song there. So that's something I can get behind driving a little faster for. When I'm driving with other people though, it's got to be a different vibe entirely, like it's not like multiple people sitting in a car, like, getting into a groove of like just drums and bass, lower stuff there. When it's like a group of people, it's gotta be something that like you're gonna belt out, like you're gonna sing along to, or just like, I don't know, go a little wilder for. For this one, I would say probably my top choice here, because I had like a memory of this one time. A friend was like driving me home from a party, and this song came on, and like blasting it like way too loud at like whatever 2 a.m, and like driving way too fast. I was not driving, but I was in the car, and I gotta say, Panama by Van Halen. I
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
listen to this in another context, but in the context of being in a car with friends, you're going to drive faster this one. Van Halen is stupid. I'm sorry. It's just not very like, there's not a lot of thought behind it. I'm not like listening to them, like inspecting their lyrics, being like, you know what? True. David Lee Roth, you really speak to the soul in this one. But when you hear it, like, this one's really going to like pump you up a little bit. So as dumb of a song as it is, and sorry, I'm just talking trash about Van Halen, but
Shots fired. Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. It's a song that will make me drive faster. I'm like, if I'm just listening to like classic rock radio or whatever, and that comes on, I'm like, all right, let's pick it up a little bit here.
You know what's funny is I used to think that song said mother-in-law. Mother-in-law.
You can
for
you can
years,
get
dude.
new lyrics.
Because I was like, oh, cool. I guess this guy really hates his mother-in-law or some shit, He's really excited about that.
He's really passionate singing about it.
Mother-in-law, yeah.
Oh, Diamond Dave.
That's a good one.
All right. Yeah, if I had to pick one, it's probably gonna be that one. Jose, what do you got? What is your song that's gonna most likely make you speed up while you're driving?
So I really like a lot of mid-tempo songs, and I even like, thinking about this question, I was like, gosh, and the answers I got fairly mid-tempo songs, but I think I like a lot of dramatic mid-tempo like stuff. So it's not quite in the aggressiveness of the song, really. It's more so that it's dramatic and it's like, yes, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna drive, whatever. What's funny is Sam Slick gets to enjoy my little hand movements and getting all crazy here.
It adds a lot. Yeah.
I appreciate it. So One of my answers, I have a few of them, is a song by Blonde Redhead. Um, it's a song called Spring and by Summer Fall. It's off their album 23 that came out in 2007. And it just has a really nice. Have you heard that song before?
No, I don't know them very well. I'm familiar with the name, but not the music yet.
Well, like that song is very just like it's just a driving song, and the drums are so amazing in that song. It has a really cool, dreamy kind of guitar to it, but it just like drives the whole time. Great song. And also from Blonde Redhead, a song called Maddening Clouds. It's from the album Misery is a Butterfly. And it came out in 2004. Same kind of thing, really driving. The bass song that song is great. It's like a lot of dramatic kind of feel to it, and a lot of atmosphere. So those are some of my choices. Also, quick story about Blonde Redhead and why I will always give them so much fucking respect. Um, I I was introduced to Blonde Redhead when I was a kid, like in high school. So like in literally 2000, the year 2000. Um, and it was one of those bands that just had this instant cool feel to it. A lot of atmosphere, a lot of like just like nothing I've ever heard. Years later, I hear this one song of theirs called Drip, and I looked it up on YouTube to watch the performance. And also I had seen them at I think it's FYFest live, front row, in a tent, and this song is played and it sounds very different live than it does sound on their album. And I was just like so fucking curious. I was like what the hell, you know? And I was in a band at that time and I was trying to figure out I was having a hard time uh getting a song from my head to like the finish line.
Mhm.
So I started thinking about it. I think Allison told me, she's like, you should ask the band. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I sent them a message. I think it was an email online, and like a day later I got an answer. Um and it was so fucking human and amazing. I think it was the guitarist. uh I am sorry, I don't know the name. I am really bad, but um, and he said, uh, we've been racking our brains on how to like really kind of like bring that song, give that song justice. We're still working on it. Like
Wow.
it's still in flux, and we tried to do it kind of like exactly how it sounded on the album. It just didn't work. So we're still continuously working that song. But hopefully, if we figure it out at some point soon. But it's like this band who I thought was like amazing, and I still think is amazing. I even think more amazing. Um, I just connected in such a way with them at that point. I was like, oh shit, like these guys have to figure this stuff out, and so do we. You know, it's pretty cool.
They're human musicians just like us, the same problems. Even if they're on like a bigger scale of an audience, they still have the same thing of, well, how do I translate this song from the idea to a live performance, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, well, I mean, you're an artist too. You play music. Like, when you write songs, how do you guys? I mean, like, do you usually come with a melody, or do you come with like chord progressions, or do you guys just kind of like jam it out and you kind of just come up with it?
Usually I bring it in and I'll be like, here's what I'm thinking. And then the guys just kind of put their ideas for like, oh, here's what I want to do for my part. I try not to dictate too much of like, I want you to play this, because everyone in the band is a better musician than I am at their instruments, So like, like I'm not going to come up with like Jake's lead guitar parts or like Dan's drums or Julian's bass. Like that's not, I can play some instruments, yeah, but like they're great at what they do. So maybe sometimes I'll have like an idea like, okay, well, I want like maybe this guitar should have tremolo on or something for, I don't know. I don't really have much where I'm like dictating a sound or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, this part needs like an instrumental break of this kind or something like that. Usually I'll have, definitely the melodies and the chord progressions and pretty much the structure, but I'll leave it open enough that like, if someone's like, oh, can we repeat this again here? Or like, well, let's just cut this and go straight to whatever the next section, like I'm open to those ideas usually. Or I'll come like there's one song I brought to the band, like, all right, well, let's try it this way, but I have like three different ways to end it or whatever, like different sections
Yeah.
you put in if we're not crazy about this. And I don't know, we found the way that worked for us and like kind of just stuck with that ever since.
Cool,
But
cool, cool.
I'm lucky. I mean, I have a band, like a solid band that I play with, consistently who I'm not usually not having to like hire people to fill in, unless someone's like out or whatever, can't make dates or something. But typically, like we have a consistent lineup, and like it feels like it's a rarity these days to have that, or it's less common, of having the same band around. So very lucky and great guys
Yeah.
there. You can hear what we sound like live or on recording now.
Yeah, and everyone's really nice too. I mean, like, that's super important too. But yeah, everyone is very super talented and like super nice. So you guys always been very welcoming. So I really appreciate that. Um, so let's see. I also another song I chose was Built to Spill's "Go Against Your Mind."
Ooh,
Um,
yes.
so that song is a pretty long song, but it's like in the best ways, fucking long.
Yeah, yeah,
You kind of just want it even to go longer,
right, right.
right? But it's like it starts off with this cool drum beat, tu-ta-tu, 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 and then the guitar comes in. Such a fucking good song. I'm probably doing it justice, but if you might also want to just hear it on your streaming service or something. But yeah, such a fucking good song. You've heard it, right?
Oh yeah, love Built to Spill. That song's great. It's just insistent. That's how I describe that song. Where it's really relentless with the beat there. The drum is a really simple part, but it's so like I don't know, it amps you up. By the
Yeah.
time they get to the chorus too, it's like such a great one to sing along to. Like you don't really need to know all the lyrics, but by the time it gets to going against your mind, like yeah, you're singing along too.
Oh heck yeah. Let's see. I have the Get Up Kids Holiday. Um, that's just a fucking fun song, dude. It's a little bit more upbeat and it's a driven song, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. The Get Up Kids I feel like are pretty underrated. Uh, if it's so, I can't say a whole lot of that about them because amazing. And that song is off the album Something to Write Home About. Go check it out. So these are more traditional songs that I got. But Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper, of course.
Yeah,
I think that's
classic.
a total drive song where you're like, let's go fucking faster. Fuck you,
Right.
Reaper. Um, and then Led Zeppelin, Whole Lot of Love, and Immigrant Song,
Yeah. No, of course.
right?
Classics right there.
Yeah.
If I may throw another classic in the ring, here's one that I usually just put in when I'm like starting a road trip, but does usually kick it off right and a little fast too. Is "On the Road Again" by Canned Heat. I don't know if you know them. They're like 60s band, like kind of blues rocky. They played like Woodstock, like they're like that era, of like kind of hippie-ish blues bass bands. But "On the Road Again," I don't know, it's great. It's got this cool, like weird, like droney sound going on, almost like sitar like over like, kind of like a blues like shuffle going on behind it. It's great.
Can you sing the whole thing real quick?
The whole thing real quick. No, not very well. It was that singer who sings it. They had like a few singers in the band. He had this like really like unique, like kind of like haunting falsetto he sang with, which is like very I don't know. It was weird because like the other singer, the main singer of the band, like he's got this like hoarse, like I don't know, like shouty kind of voice, which is great. It's like they're like a biker band, but like this guy who sang, he passed away pretty young, but he had this like really like haunting falsetto. It was really cool. On the Road Again, Canned Heat. Go to whenever I'm starting like a long drive, like gotta put that on there somewhere in the list, if not like starting the drive off right.
Heck yeah. One thing I do want to add about Immigrant Song.
Oh, yes,
Is
please.
it kind of it? It's like, oh, dude, kind of special. So it's kind of a dumb little thing, but I think it's kind of cute. My wife, every time I do the very badly, but yes, my wife just cracks up. I don't know why she cracks up, but she just loves it. And then she'll randomly kind of do it. Like, so I think it's like I hear that song and it like instantly makes me happy. So I'm like, yes. So let's take a look. So that has been our episode. It went by so quickly. Did you have fun?
I had a great time. I hope our listeners had a great time as well. How about you, Jose? Did you have a good time?
I did. Honestly, yeah. You know, it's funny, man. I enjoy all these conversations and they kind of hit in such different ways. And yeah, it's exciting every time I kind of start recording. So yeah. Um, so would you like to plug anything or give any shout outs?
Sure. I'm going to plug my latest album, After the Dream, Before the Memories, just came out a few weeks ago. Go stream it wherever you listen to music. I also have it's pressed to vinyl. So if you are interested in enriching your collection or starting your collection off right, go ahead and order it off samslick.bandcamp.com. You can also find me wherever you follow people on social media, Mr. Sam Slick, because it's nice and formal. Otherwise, stream my music. Just look for Sam Slick wherever you listen.
I've said this every week, and I'll say this every week in the future episodes. Thank you to our online community for taking the time to answer the questions on best.most.pod Instagram page. You guys help expand the guests and my conversation on the show. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the show, to be honest, when I listen to it, because I do listen to it because I want to hear the levels and everything. But thank you so very much. Prayer hands, I'm doing them right now. Also, remember, there are no guilty pleasures when it comes to music, movies, and all art preferences. Love what you love and enjoy what you enjoy. That connection is such a gift. And until next time, take care and take care of each other. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Best, most,